Hello everybody, I'm Christian from Berlin. I will show you different ideas, but not only show you the ideas, but I wrapped every idea into a nice, ready to play line you can integrate in your improvisation if you like. Bookmark this page, come back often. Students forget. After 1 month you might already say like, that's right, I could play it like that. I hope you enjoy it. Let's go and learn. And I will also start from the G now, for a change, just for the change of sound. The interchangeable, the chords, they all match. Listen. Now, on what time did I start? I could start like this. That's on the 1. But here, I took the middle triplet. It's this. You know, we have a triplet pattern here. Bop, 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 bop. 1, 2, 3. Just counting the triplets. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So there is the second triplet, which is unused. 1, 2, 3. And there I'm starting here. And it sounds great. Again. And again. It has a very special feel and sounds very interesting. And you see again, intuitively, I catch the energy, like tension and ba-da-dum. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? I go straight down to mother's lap. Next one. And here we start on the 2, a very important time to start. It has a certain power, like we have the empty 1, and then we hit. There's a certain strength to it. And listen. And you will also realize that I did not just finish on any beat, but again, what we just learned on this second triplet, we can also use it to finish a phrase on it. Makes it also even more interesting. Very nice, very good thing to end a phrase also on this middle triplet. Very powerful. Yeah. And so on. The sequences. This is very popular. Slow. It is finger setting 1, 2, 3 all the time, and we just climb up the blues scale. You can continue this forever if you want so. As you fancy. The thing is, it's really just a pattern of 3. Then the last one starts 1 blues scale note further down, does the 3, then 1 further down, starts the next 3, and so on. We got to move on. It's a lot of stuff. So, next one is the sequence down, also very nice. We start on the 4th finger on the F sharp. I played first. And as often, I give it a finish, so that it's kind of catching up the energy. Just the pattern is, and then you go 1 back, it's 3, 1 back. It's just like in life, you do 2 steps forward, 1 back. So 2 steps forward, 1 back, 2 forward. Finger setting important. 1 back, 2 forward, 1 back, 2 forward, and it just goes on. It always stays on the blues scale. That's why it's called a blues scale tutorial. Okay? Just remember the finger setting here. And again on the 4th here, that you always have a couple of fingers in reserve to complete the next steps. Shall we move on? It's fun. We have just a little journey back to one before, where we had this triplet journey up the blues scale. And of course, one that is at least as important is just the straight 8th. Not straight, but it's still dotted, but we don't play the triplets, but play it swingy. And only in the end I interrupt this to give it a nice finish. It's the same as before, the triplet one, but here we just played swingy, but it still goes 3, 3, 3, 3, and so on. Okay? So that's easy to remember. Finger setting 1, 2, 3, and notes is always 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And again, we have a sequence of 3. This time we go up, we go down in triplets. Very popular also. These combinations of 3 are great. Okay, so let's have a look. Start with the same finger setting. And then, again, 1 step back. Again, 1 step back. Finger setting. 1 step back from the lowest one. And 3 again. 1 step. Next 3. Finger setting. And so on. And they can be played. They don't have to be played like woo from Memphis to whatever, Timbuktu, but they can be part of a lick, like. Yeah, that is called creativity then. That's your part. Okay, I'm not creative. And here we got a beautiful little run down again. It's again in groups of 3, but the pattern is different. It makes a difference in sound. Yeah, it goes like this. And setting over. Again, we only need the first 3 fingers. You can chop off this, these ones here. We don't need them anymore. Ugh. Setting over. 1 over. Always going down the blues scale. 1 over. And we come to the counting. This one is coming on the and. So the last one of these three is always hitting the and. One, and, and. Ending on a syncopation. Now, one of my love childs. Dig this. Repetition. But if you sit a student in front of a piano, say blues piano, they do like. As if it was prohibited by a fine of 20 million euros to repeat a note. Everything in music has an equivalent, a parallel in life. That's a fact. In this case, we could say, like, if you have a walk, isn't a walk a little bit nicer if you jump over a fence, or if you jump over a puddle? A jump has something, you jump off and you get you catch yourself and stuff. So we can jump, and it creates a little moment of tension. Yeah? First jump. We jump here quite stretched. Especially the interval we choose is the diminished 5, the flat 5. And then we catch the energy. Okay, let's do that. A little jump. And here we can also, we jump here and we jump then. Two kind of jump here, by the interval and by the phrasing, and you can feel it if we are running out, like jumping and whoa. Okay, again for this small example, then we go on. And you can tell, a jump has a unique character. Okay, let's move on jumping. Now we wrap the same jump into a more musical context. And also, I want to show to you that it always sounds great also on F7, on G7, because we are in minor blues scale territory. You can play it also on the subdominant or on the dominant. And here we build a little bit before and a tail. So, and then lovely tension and we jump just and we run out, and then we finish the scale, like jumping over the fence and then running the little bit to catch your energy. And then I like it. And if I like it, you will like it too. We leave out the same note, but we do this. And again. And we skip a note. We do a jump again. Skipping notes of the blues scale. is the first thing that students really don't see. They very often don't see the obvious skipping notes. Okay, here we go. And this is very popular little skipping. We go from jump this one and go from here down here. It sounds very nice. Or with our initial accompaniment. You will hear that many times, you just never realized. Jump. And we sort of catch the energy again. Until we land on the home button, no tension at all on the root. Now we give this jump even more thrust by... We will have that chapter also later on, I don't know if later on or even before this, with repetition. And again, you can tell from the real life, like pop, 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 and then jump, you know, dat, 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 bam. So we have this repetition as a little springboard. Bam. Yes, it has an emotional effect. We are only after emotional effects, and we can only understand and feel emotional effects if we have a sort of equivalent in the real world. Again, we thrust. And slow. Okay. Here we have. I put the hands together for you to see it. This is your anchor. This is where you meet. Now we have the same figure twice. Once here. And now here. Attention. You see, first I start with this one. I have this one on the one, the E flat. And now I have the next one on the one, the F, and that creates a great effect. Also because I'm not finishing on the same note. Can you tell? It sounds interesting. Well, we have a couple of benefits in here. We don't start on the C, what we learned already. Don't start always on the root. You can, but not always. We start on the next one, and then we have a little shift. And now, this is the one. So, Once it's the one and one is the upbeat. One last time. And we also has the benefit of finishing on the tension note. We could play the last one. Fine, nothing is a must. It really depends on that you sometimes do this, sometimes do that. And another example, this time we're going down. And pay attention how easy it is. Well, we choose F now, just choosing different chord. We can play all of them over all chords. Huh? Great sound. How do I do it? I start again on the 1 with the E flat, by the way, a blue note. And now the E flat is a kind of an upbeat to the 4, okay? It has a slight feeling of shifting. It doesn't have a feeling, it is a shifting, okay? Again. Can you tell another benefit in this way of playing the scale? And you're right. I'm not resolving the tension. I don't have to always go back to mama, to the C, but I'm stopping also on a tension note. I start on 1. Now I told you that you do not have to start on the 1, that you can choose other starting times, but also on the other side, you can play upbeats, and they are as important. Example. You see, we have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. You see, here we have also collected a couple of those benefits. We have a little rhythmic interruption here also that makes it more attractive. We have a little jump here from to there. You see, I'm building in what we've learned already. Especially this upbeat on the 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 sounds very good. Okay, also you see, I can go a little bit back, I can go a little bit forward, I can jump. All of these things you have to internalize. Do it, play it, play it, play it. Copy, 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 internalize, and then all of a sudden, one morning you get up and you do it on your own. Or let's take another upbeat. The upbeat can be in the beginning of the piece or in the middle. Let's say we are already grooving away. 1 and 2 and 3. Can you see it? We climb up, we do this tension where I play it again slowly. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Triplet, attention. And 4, 1 and 2 and down it goes. You can really feel it, huh? There is a meaning behind the way I'm playing this. I'm not thinking about that meaning before. Oh, we just climbed that. We double the note. And then we are ready to fall down this, run down this slope. Again, insisting, and down. And down down we go to Mama's lap, putting down the tension which we built up here. And repeating, and triplets down. Fourth, remember fourth on the G flat. Second on the B flat. Fourth on the G flat. They are automated by now in your brain. I very much hope so. Octaves. Yeah, they can be hard to play, especially when you want to play them fast. But there are ways that are really great, even essential to have them, and they're not so hard. I'll show you examples. This is just a triplet pattern. And here, as we say in Germany, I'm closing the bag, or we say rather, I'm closing the sack. Yeah? So bam bam. And it's just really not that hard. Let's play it on F or on G. What a beautiful line. And we have another one. You can also play these octaves as an accentuation of the top notes. That's very important. I'll give you an example. Let's do that again. I started here with an upbeat. We learned that already. Remember, it's just about 5 fractal seconds ago. And then we start blue scale, short breath, and then accentuating the top note, which by chance, no, not by chance, is a blue note. We could also accentuate another blue note. Okay, we stay with this one. We can leave some space, and we can continue anyhow. But if we want to close the tension, we could do this in the end. Again, I left some space to breathe. Very important. I might do another chapter on that one. Leave breathing space in the scale. A scale has to breathe too. It's a little creature, you know. Everybody's caring about animals, which is fine. We should care about animals. But who's caring about scales? We should. Let them breathe. Breathe. That was exhausting. Breathing, and then we go on. And we have a wonderful line. Okay. Now we have a real exotic little beast, and it's a wonderful little beast. I know many of you will like this, and it's really great, and it comes a bit as a surprise in the scale business. It's this one. Yes. We're going always back to the thumb. Only now we reach the top. Okay? So. And we have a close relative, the fast spider. What is that? It's the same as a triplet. And in the end, this little rhythmic gimmick. Okay, let's have a look. We go. Go. We just leave out the last triplet. It makes it a little bit more interesting, no? There's a little hole, ba ba bam, and then okay, let's do it again. Again, home base is the thumb, and we start with thumb on the upbeat, and da da ba 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 ba, empty one. One more time. Can you play a whole chorus like this? It's just pure bliss. You can do this also on G. Okay. Now, syncopations are a real essential part of your everyday blues scale play. They should become your second nature. We played them already in a couple of the previous examples, but let's have a look specifically at them, especially when they come in a line, like this one. Beautiful little line. Let's have a look. We start with 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and so for some beginners they might hang in the air somewhere, nowhere. No, they have a fixed place. You just have to become friends with them. They are on the offbeats. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and I add a little bit to make it a beautiful little line. And we end on the syncopation. Many students love to just one. Boring, you know, and as often on syncopations, on offbeats as not. Okay, so the last bit is, and we have a beautiful line. This in the beginning takes away a little bit of the tension, and just to end with another syncopation. Again, before we take the next example. Bop. Bop, bop, and let's have a listen at the next one. We can even start from the home button. Can you identify these syncopations? Of course you can. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. Remember the definition of the syncopation? Do you all recall that? It's the accent on the offbeat. The accent means that the next downbeat is missing. That is the definition of the syncopation. 1 and 2. The 2 is empty. That makes this one the syncopation. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Empty. And so on. Easy peasy. The third syncopation line is really like, you know, driving it to the max. Good, huh? Good. Christian, that was a good example. Let's have a look. I take the metronome, is just this one, okay? Bing, bing, tuck, 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 tuck. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Sort of catching the tension, the syncopations build up, catching that up a little bit, give it a little bit. I'm spitting again on my Yamaha sign. Maybe deserved it. 1 and, here it starts, and then we go all the offbeat through. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. It's great, and it's a great exercise for you. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1 and 2. Become friends with the offbeats, okay? 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... There was something. Christian was a little bit crazy. So I hope you learned a lot in this lesson. It truly helps my channel if you leave a thumbs up. I say bye-bye from Berlin. Take care, stay safe. One more thing. I go on with a couple of practical uses for my ideas on Patreon. If you want to watch those, also become a member on my Patreon site. That also helps my channel a lot. Bye-bye from Berlin. Take care, stay safe.